about one of these puppies. Hope everybody can hear us today. We've been very busy, and so we hope that we're able to hear. I'll see if we got a... Charles is here. All right, good. Great to hear from you, Charles.
Hi, Charles. Alito.
You want to explain what we're...
Picture good, sound is good. Little Panda Wood.
Says we are good. All right, all right.
Excellent. Thank you. Tonight we are doing a live stream on healing, a healing method that I know I can speak from experience has completely changed my health. And thank you. I appreciate that very much. But so we're going to share that knowledge with you of just how it all works. And you will not believe how simple it is and what a difference that it makes. And we have to be healthy to be strong and to be good warriors and to keep our threshold strong and to not be susceptible to attack from spiritual forces as well as physical sickness. They work together, they intertwine. And so all this goes together. What does it have to do with Bigfoot? We need to be healthy and to face the things that are to come. And just in general, we should be healthy. Why would we not want to be? So that's what tonight's show is about. We have been, have almost everyone around us has been ill lately. And this is important.
Yeah, there was a lot of our friends have fallen sick. There was COVID going around. We were also, let me see if I got that on here. I sure don't. One didn't move. It's got two that we can use. But we were sharing this healing way for quite a while, but it seemed only the sick people wanted it. The ones who were borderline didn't, but now they're not borderline. Now they're over that borderline and still sick and getting sicker. We try to catch this with a lot of people before COVID hit, and because it will build your immune system. It raises your pH level above 7.5. Electrifies your body and energizes it. This healing system does. But we do have two announcements. Facebook, we have two group pages that we link this live stream with afterwards, because sometimes you can't find this on YouTube, so you can always find it on those two group pages. That is the Oklahoma Bigfoot Predator Watch, in parentheses, antlers, and surrounding areas. Also, Choctaw Missing and Murdered Woman, that's WOMBMAN, and Sun Center and Database. We link these links to that afterwards. Also, the DVD, the Bigfoot documentary. Few left right now before we can get more produced, but you do need the DVD just for your family, for yourself, so that you know what's going on around you and others. We have talked to another person who's going to be using the DVD just so they can start looking in their areas for the signs and what to look for and where to look for, and just use the information to help their area right now. But a lot of families have been using this. A lot of trackers have been using it. Special forces, search and rescue. A lot of people have used this to their benefit. We've gotten great reviews. We've not had one bad review. And I believe TrackerElla has one of those reviews that we'll read off to you. I mean, we've got every review that we've gotten back is amazing of what people have said. And but we want to share this one with you, and then we'll do a few more things now.
This one was sent in bits and pieces as the viewer was watching it. She says, "You guys did an amazing job on this video. Very high quality. Fantastic job. Really well done. There's like this mystery at the front end with the origin story, and then the mythos, and then this creeping horror. And you guys are crisp with the investigations, efficient. Then there is this sense of, holy cats, these things could be watching me, the viewer, and you go right into teaching how to see. Then the protection and defensive information. Very empowering. The Choctaw parking, the song at the end, inspires the viewer, helps them not to be afraid, not lose hope. Very anchoring and uplifting. Very well done. It was inspiring in all caps. Very encouraging. A gift to the viewer. Deeply kind. You guys did a great job. Thank you very much to the friend that sent us that watched the DVD. And that was very detailed, and thank you very much for that review. And for the second one that you wrote, an official review, and we'll get that one up too. So thank you very much.
So tonight we're talking about healing. If you've been with our channel, at least for the last week or so, you will know that we've been on some battles, some spiritual battles, ridding demons out of places. And also, if you've been paying attention, we've been pulling friends out who's called us whenever they need us. Just like search and rescue, or just like a missing person report, we just gear up, get ready to go, and then we do our evaluation, and then we secure the area, and then we do what we got to do. But if you've been paying attention, we have been in some spiritual battles that we've told you about, and I wish we could have filmed them to show you how we do that. But we're also doing a DVD for a spiritual cleansing of a house, of a home. Either before you move in, when you're moving out, or if you are having things happen in your house right now. We'll get that out as soon as we're up and running fully here. And we're going to put that video together, and that's just going to be for a love offering, at least just enough to cover the shipping and handling of it, so we can get that video to you. And tonight we're also doing healing. This does with our trackers. Remember, this is the tracking channel. We share this information with each other, and we're sharing this information tonight too because of the spiritual battle that we're going through, and with our friends who are going through their spiritual battle. We want to show you how to heal your body along with the spirituality of everything, so that you're fully protected, you have your armor shined and polished, and you're ready for battle. But you do have to take care of yourself. You have to have your battle body ready. You have to be strong and ready to go at any time. You don't want to be that weak link, that chink in the armor. You want to have your polished and shine and be at your very best at all times. And if you are sick right now, this will help you. If you're borderline, you won't be borderline anymore. And if you're before consummation, before you have children, if you can get this information or to a friend who may be before, if they're trying to have children or something, we want to get their bodies perfectly in tune as far as balance with the minerals, so that they don't have any deficiencies going into the other creation of another one. So if you get your bodies in balance, that baby will come out stronger, and it'll talk, quicker, run faster, and everything else. And we're going to explain how to do that in just a moment. But I'd like to ask if we could ask TrackerElla for a word, and then she's got a few more things that she wants to talk about before we start with the healing section.
Father, we thank you for providing everything we need for our bodies, minds, and spirits. We thank you for putting a hedge of protection around this broadcast, this channel, ourselves, our homes, and all those listening and who will listen. We thank you for discernment and knowledge and healing. And we pray that this knowledge will find whoever needs it as this gift. In the name of Jesus, amen. I just want to say real quick, for me personally, I was on, before I did this method that he's going to teach y'all how to do tonight, I was on prescriptions, and more than one prescription for some of these: thyroid, allergies, asthma, blood pressure, and water retention. And the allergy and asthma medicine, that has been a lifelong, I don't remember ever not needing it since I was a teenager. So I'm not on anything at all anymore. It's simply what we're doing, what we're going to show you tonight. And this is not a sales pitch. We're not selling these things. We're just telling you what these minerals that you need are. And so that's that. And then just a couple of verses for the just up here.
No, well, I was going to say also that not only TrackerElla is a prime example, but I am too. I use the minerals. The doctors, every time they check me, they tell me I have the heart of a 16-year-old. I still play sports. If y'all are also keeping up with this channel, I just came back from the World Series of Stickball. I played in 50 up and 35 and up. Still running hard, still running fast. Don't get winded. And we still do our tracking. We do that almost daily. We're very active, but we can be with this healing system. You regenerate real fast. You re-energize real fast. Wherever your bumps and bruises are, they heal fast. It doesn't take long to heal with these things.
And everyone around us has been ill, and we haven't gotten ill yet.
Yeah, everyone has been ill around us, but we haven't been ill. We don't.
We're grateful for that, for sure.
Yeah. And also, it's you don't go around sick people, whenever they're fully into some virus or anything. But also with this healing system, you may even attract for a day, but that's just kind of the outside. It's not coming in, and once your body gets that virus sense, or that sensor goes off, it attacks it. Your white blood cells, they engulf it, they attack the virus. Your blood starts pumping, your body's energized, it electrifies, and it attacks the virus. It attacks bacteria. It protects you. It does its job. Now that you give it exactly what it needs to do that, it electrifies and it will protect you. But I also want to say that not only myself and TrackerElla, but we were hoping to get another testimony of their health, but we weren't able to get that. It'll probably be tomorrow, but we may share that also. But another person in South Dakota had called, because they know that we're healers, and that they were asking about healing their aunt, I believe, and they told us that they had lupus, and I don't know what lupus is, and I'm not even worried about what the problem is, because we do tell people that whatever your problem is, that's a result of your deficiency. So we just asked for the dates of what we're going to do and what we're going to show you today. They sent that, and about 2.5 months later, they said that the lupus was gone. I found out there was a skin disease that is gone now from them. With this healing system, we've cured cancer, thyroid, diabetes, high blood pressure, COVID, cancer, lupus. Just it cures everything. Your body becomes a weapon once you use this system. Let's see. The person who was going to leave a review of the healing booklet, that was probably my fault. I didn't get to that today. But we may be able to read that off to you tomorrow. But she was borderline. She was worried. Her doctors were worried. They were doing heart scans on her. She, we got together and we were talking about other things, other business. And then she finally told me her concerns. And I told her that, at that time I would, charge people $125, and I would send them the healing booklet. Which, if you want the healing booklet, it's also free. Just leave your email, or I'll leave an email at the very end. And I would do a full write out of all the diagnosis and what I see wrong, and then I would call them and do a 2-hour or 2.5-hour meeting explaining what we're going to explain tonight, so that everyone knows how to use it and they can start healing someone else. And you will be able to do that too, heal other people once you get done with the lesson tonight. But after 3 months, because she had when she told me, she said in her next doctor's appointment is 3 months from now, and whenever she gets that done, they're going to match up the last physical and see where they're at, and if she's still low in her like iron and things like that, that they was going to start medication. So they gave us 3 months to use this system that we're going to teach you tonight. And in 3 months, when she went back to the doctor said there's nothing wrong with you. The blood pressure is perfect. We have no concerns anymore, no worries about you. So she still had to go to the heart specialist and check in with them, because they'd been worried too. And so the heart specialist told her that she's a boring patient, meaning that there was nothing wrong with her. Her blood pressure was great. Her, everything, the pulse, everything was great with her heart and everything. So the doctor now told her to come back in 1 year for a checkup, not for an observation or anything, but just for a yearly checkup. So we know the system works. It will heal you. So we want you to listen to that whenever we listen to the whole entire thing, because everything's very important. The spiritual battle is important. The physical, the natural healing ways. And we call this the umbilical cord from Earth to us, because we're still growing. We're still developing. So we still need the umbilical cord of Earth, which is minerals, plants, water, air, herbs, flowers, and oils. Many things that the Earth gives us to stay healthy. And we're supposed to know this. And we'll get into this a little bit more in just a minute. But we're going to ask Tracker E to finish up her part that she really wants to share with you about the religious and the spiritual part about it, and that it's still a battle. So,
just 2 verses that I would like to share with you tonight. Mark 5, 2 passages. Mark 5:37 through 43. I know the whole thing, but this is the main part. I know the plans I have for you, says, this is Jeremiah 29:11. I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you. He's not here to make you sick. He wants us to be healthy. Genesis 1:29. Behold, I have given you all the herbs that produce seed that are on the face of all the earth, and from every tree that has fruit in it, seed-bearing tree, I have given them to you for food. And then
So even God is telling you that the plants and everything here, the fruits, everything are your food. They're your medicines. They make you healthy, keep you strong, and give you longevity. They're healing. And we all have that healing. We all can heal. We can even lay hands on another and heal, share energy that way. Especially if you store spiritual power, it's easy to do that. So, but be careful if you're weak in your spiritual power, not to share hardly any until you can gain your own and build it back. And one way to do that is quit giving your energy to the TV. Quit giving your energy to the radio, to the speaker, or something like that. Because whenever you give it to the TV and you're watching a football game, you're jumping up, you're expelling energy. You're giving energy to something that's sudden. You're watching something visual, and you're still expelling energy for that, and you're wasting your own energy. So try to limit all that. Get your energy back. Try not to watch the news and everything. Keep your energy. Road rage and things like that. That's expelling energy. And but if you're living good, you're not going to have road rage. But other people will. Just don't accept their energy. Don't accept their negativity. And if you don't accept it, they will implode from the inside. They can't. They have to give that to somebody. It's kind of like a demon. Well, I guess it's pretty much what it is. It's a demon. They have to give that demon to somebody else, so that they can get rid of it. So don't accept it. If people are giving you negativity, even cussing, calling you bad names, don't accept that. Don't accept that energy. If you don't, it'll go back to them. And when you don't accept it, that implodes in on them. Also in the spiritual world. So tonight we're going to be teaching how to heal your body. We have a booklet here that you can get through an email. It's free. We developed this so that we could teach healing and go to different places and then heal people. It works. It doesn't cost a penny to do this, to use it, to learn this. But if I'm going to go ahead and ask Tracker E to read up until this part.
All of this.
And we're going to do the whole booklet so that if someone doesn't have the booklet, that they can listen to this, and we can because a lot of people don't have a copy machine with them to print it out to do their own charts or anything like that, and some only get the emails, but we do send that to you in an email. So we decided to read it to you so that you will get the full understanding and know word for word of the booklet. But we may paraphrase and skip a little bit, but you can have this booklet for free. Just send us the email, and we will put our email up at the end of this or when we read the comments.
This is a passage from the Codex Alimentarius pertaining to nutrition or food. July of 2005 ratified the restrictive guidelines for dietary supplements to strictly prohibit information about diseases being cured by minerals and nutrients. Imagine that. Codex mandates use of Monsanto's recombinant bovine growth hormone. By now, we've all heard of Monsanto and GMO. Codex. Codex is the political equivalent of the current toxicology manuals because it endorses and promotes for international trade and consumption in the world everything from pesticides to irradiation, genetically engineered foods, GMO, and synthetic analogs for drugs and nutrients in preference to biocompatible natural substances. Codex Alimentarius goals and objectives. 1. International global harmonization. 2. abolition of organic farming. 3. Introduction of GM food and livestock. 4. Removal of all ingredients labeling. 5. Restriction of all natural remedies and cures to include all supplements, herbs, vitamins, minerals, homeopathic remedies, flower remedies, etc., etc. Codex Alimentarius, unlabeled GM and processed foods are low nutrient, low mineral, low vitamin values. All vitamin and mineral supplements to be of low ineffectual dosage. Herbs and other natural health remedies will be classified as drugs. Codex Agenda. NHLF, the National Health Federation. 1. Only low potency supplements that do nothing for health. 2. All of most foods genetically modified. 3. Beneficial supplements unavailable or by prescription only. November 22nd, 2007. EU ethics experts are expected to call for a ban on clone farming amid concern over animal welfare. All calves born with enlarged internal organs and breathing difficulties are the reality of clone animal farming. A conference in Brussels heard yesterday. Prize cows, sheep, pigs, and chickens are already being copied in the laboratory in the U.S. The Food and Drug Administration there is expected to give approval for the sale of clone animal food without labeling in the next few weeks in 2007. British vet Peter Ginman told the authorities at the conference that more than 80% of cloning embryos do not survive through to birth. Those that do often have enlarged internal organs and increased susceptibility to disease and difficulty in breathing and standing. No labeling of GMO foods to decrease vital health of vital organs of the body. No label or not organic with dates and times. Do not eat. No labeling of GMO foods to decrease vital health of vital organs of the body. No label or not organic with dates and times. Do not eat. Meats will stay in the body for 7 days and fester to cause a mucus, which is the cause of cancers. The meats suffocate the body, as meat does not have energy nor oxygen. Plant life has energy, oxygen, minerals, nutrients, protein, water. We need those for healthy lives. Eating plant foods, the body will naturally have a daily bowel movement, whereas meats in the body clog and begin to fester to bring disease. In 2020, all foods will be GMO and unlabeled to destroy the body through starvation of minerals. 2018 National News states, in 50 years, the male population will be impotent through the decrease of healthy foods, increase of GMO foods, and unclean contaminated water.
So since 2007, the meats, unless you know where your meats are coming from, are cloned. The baby's born at that time because we also produce what we eat or use when the time for the baby is to be developed. That the cloned meat will also have babies with enlarged intestines, enlarged hearts, hard to breathe, and things like that. But also, the more people eat these things, that this also comes into effect later in the life, especially with the older people. They'll start to hard to breathe and things like that. Meats, they do stay in your body for 7 days. The more meat that you eat, the more you're clogging your body. The more meat is going to fester and cause a mucus inside your body. It's a slow process, but it does happen. You will begin to have cancers, tumors, kidney problems, all sorts of problems with the more meat that you eat. the less, and the more fruits and vegetables and flowers, the healthier you will be. Let's skip over to vegetables.
Chemotherapy. Chemotherapy lessens life to 5% chance of survival. Vegetable change of diet gives a 72% chance of survival. Minerals, specific vegetables, hemp seeds, specific eating of plants, herbs, flowers, and spring water leave 100% repaired. Food impacts behavior. Specific needs of body will change the behavior in less than 7 weeks. Cigarettes have nicotine and are known to cause lung cancers and brain's central nervous system, which also affects both the cerebellum and the cerebral. Nicotine transfer through a process called ammonia chemistry allows nicotine to be more rapidly absorbed into the lungs, therefore affects the brain and central nervous system to destroy the mind and body from the inside as a plain tea. Cigarettes cause the lung cancer through absorption by crossing the blood-brain systems. Chemicals, diseases placed into cigarettes carry GMO diseases to the brain and body. This also has pharmacological effects that crosses the blood-brain barrier intact. GMO plants do the same to man's body or to earth. 2 ways the body becomes sick. It is either deficient or acidic. pH stands for potential of hydrogen, a measure of acidity or alkalinity of water-soluble substances. A pH value is the number from 1 to 14, with the number 7 being the middle or neutral point. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 aids in the pH balance, or 7.0 and above. Below 7 indicates acidity, which increases as the number decreases. 1 is the most acidic. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The acid state decreases energy production in the cells and provides an environment for diseases in the body.
Okay, now the first part of that, it gives some statistics or the percentage. Now, if you get cancer, or a tumor, or something like that, the doctors don't know this. They're not going to tell you to start eating specific plants, specific minerals, specific flowers, specific herbs and oils. They're not going to tell you that. They're going to say, let's try this. Let's see how this goes. And let's run some more tests. Now, if you hear a doctor say that, time to step away. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's going to run tests, whatever. He can't tell you to go and eat this, go drink this, and do this. The only thing they're going to say is, let's try this pill. Let's try this other pill. Let's increase that dosage. And we have seen a lot of diabetics pass away from the increase of the diabetic pills. So I don't take it. So, but when people get cancer and things like that, whenever they do chemotherapy, that doesn't help your body. That kills all the other good cells around it. That kills all those cells in that whole area. That lessens the life chance of survival to 5%. I hope you heard that. That lessens it. When you do chemo, you're lessening your life to 5%. You're destroying a lot of cells that you need. And they've been doing this for years. Now, with just a vegetable change, that means the doctor says, or your friends say, you got to eat right, you got to change your diet, you got to stay away from meats, you got to do this, you got to do that, but they don't tell you what to eat. They don't tell you what's beneficial to you, what your deficiency is, which we are going to get to. But just changing your vegetable diet, changing more into vegetable, laying off the meats and things like that, that's a 72 chance rate of survival. That means you're at 72% chance of survival from your cancer or your tumor. You're doing good. I mean, you're up to a 72% chance that you're going to get over this and everything. But you still are not eating exactly what you need to eat for your body. If the doctors don't know what we're going to be talking about tonight, then it can work for anybody, and you can put your birth date into this healing system that we're going to show you tonight. But with specific minerals, plants, vegetables, hemp seeds, herbs, flowers, spring water, and oils, your natural oils, you have a 100% chance of being repaired. That's getting back. And we actually went to the hospital just the other day. We went and did a spiritual war for this person, that these demons did not have any right to this body and that they had to vacate. So now this person is on the recuperation level. They've passed that hill. They're no longer going into the storm. They're coming out of the storm. The storm did not meet them. It went around them after we went through there. I would say we got there just in time as far as what the people needed, because we were there right when things were about to break one way or the other. Either they're going to try to fight it or they're just going to let it happen. But when we showed up, everyone decided it's time to fight. So we went to battle with the demons. We chased them out of the rooms and got them away from this body. The body started recuperating. Movement is starting to happen again, slowly, but it will get there. The person decided it's time to fight, that they're going to fight. They even prayed for themselves as we asked them to do. We brought everything with us. So with those, with these specific minerals, because we're going to do the birth date of this person tonight, and you can use your birth date. You can put it in the same way. We're going to show you. It works for anybody. And we're going to go through a few more things. But we're looking for that 100% repair, that regeneration, that revitalization. And this can happen with anybody. And if you heard that next sentence where it talks about that the food impacts the behavior, and the specific needs of the body will change the behavior in less than 7 weeks. So we say 3 months, give it 3 months and do another doctor's evaluation. But like we were saying, with the lupus, it was 2.5 months that the lupus was gone. So give it at least 3 months. Just follow this for 3 months. That's all we're asking. You'll see the difference. We know it works. You don't have to call us and tell us whatever you had wrong with you is gone now. Or they're taking you off this medication or something like that. You don't have to tell us. We know it works. We're not surprised whenever somebody calls us and tells us I'm cured or I'm better or something like that. We just say we know. I mean, it works. It's just a common thing for us. So also that the cigarettes, if people smoke cigarettes, you got to quit that. You can break it. Just tell yourself to quit smoking. It's that easy. But the chemicals that are in the cigarettes pass through the blood-brain barrier intact. That means whatever chemical is in that cigarette goes directly into the brain, into the nervous system, into the lungs, and into the heart. But it will get in that nervous system. You will start twitching, losing feelings, and things like that. So you got to cut that out. We also talk about how this system is going to raise your pH level above 7.5. Now, when it raises above 7.5, that's when your body becomes electrified and starts fighting for you. It becomes energized. Now, whenever it goes 7 point or below, the lower it goes on your pH strips that you can get at a health food store. You can get little pH strips. You just urinate on them in the mornings to get your level and see where you're at. But if it's dropping between 7 and 7.0, you are either sick or you're going to get sick, because when your cells have no oxygen, no energy, they're not electrified, those cells can be attacked, just like COVID. And that's why it was so easy for COVID to attack people, because everyone has deficiencies. Every one of y'all has a deficiency. We had deficiencies. 12. Well, and we'll get to that in just a minute. Now, this next part of the healing booklet, when you get it, it's about the yearly events, from the meteor showers to the ceremonies like the strawberry ceremony, green bean ceremony, maple ceremony, lightning ceremony, thunder ceremony, death ceremony, harvest ceremony, moon ceremonies, equinox ceremonies, solstice ceremonies. But it gives you a yearly list of all this, when the rains, the names of the moons, and things like that in this next section. And whenever you get your booklet, you'll see what we mean. Because when the services 18. We'll do 13 to one at a time. Just today.
Never brush teeth. There's a lot in between here, but this is where we're picking it back up. Never brush teeth with toothpaste that has fluoride. Baking soda or a Tom's organic toothpaste is to be used for brushing. Water used for drinking or cooking has to be pristine spring water, mineral water, or pH balanced water. Protein plant foods. Beans have a variety to choose from. Also moringa plant protein, hemp plant protein, and eggs. All 12 minerals are needed for a balanced, healthy life without sickness. Fill the pockets with specific minerals. Sickness will not have a place to live, survive, or thrive. As when sickness thrives, our bodies begin to fail. Bioplasma, cell salts. The 12 essential minerals of the bioplasma cell salts has to be replenished as the 9 good minerals of the healthy minerals are being used or stripped in order to repair, replenish, and to restore the damaged deficient areas. The use of minerals in the correct deficient areas will bring all levels of deficient area back to the balance level. When the cycle of DNA flows through the body, the enzyme repair happens to the damaged deficient areas. The enzyme slows to repair the deficient area and does the same to all deficient areas. Then the cycle returns and goes through the same cycle over and over, always slowing to repair all deficient areas. When this happens, the body is being stripped of the good 9 minerals to repair. We replace the missing minerals for the deficient areas, and the enzyme repair system no longer has to slow down to repair. The body now flows unrestricted and becomes energized and electrified and pushes any and all sickness out of the body.
The on that one is talking about the natural enzymes that our body has. DNA strand with the enzymes that go along those strands. We're naturally deficient 3, every one of us. No one is, unless you just went to 10 or 11 months on your birth. Everyone who's 9 months has 3 months of deficiencies. Every body part is a mineral. So if you've only got 9 minerals and you've got 12 body parts, or as far as the zodiac goes, then you're naturally 3 deficient. If you are 3 deficient, you are 3 deficient. So a lot of times this is not going to show up in your younger years when you're still replicating, regenerating. But as you progress and get older and you start slowing down, the enzyme comes to that spot where you're deficient. It will slow down. It will use other minerals and try to repair that deficiency. It will go to the next one. It will try to repair that one, and it will go to the next one. It will do all 3. And then it will go up and start that cycle again until it gets to that part, and it'll slow down or try to fix it, slow down, try to fix it. And when it does that, we strip all of the good minerals that we have to try to repair those 3 deficient areas. And that the job of that enzyme is to repair, to replenish, and to restore. That's to replicate. It's to put it back what you lost so that you regenerate. If you do not have that, you will not be regenerating. You will only be diminishing slowly. Okay, I'm going to ask Tracker E to read off these next sections. This is the part of the section where it says the time energy arrives. And you can get this healing booklet. I'll put my email address up after this. Just email that at email and I'll send you a free booklet. And you'll see what we're talking about if you haven't gotten your booklet yet. But I'm going to ask Tracker E to read off this next section because every mineral is a different number on these Highland Brown brand mineral cell salts, bioplasma cell salts. You need these along with plants, herbs, and flowers, and we'll give you a list of that also. But right now, I'm going to ask Tracker E to read this part off because it's what body part that this mineral and what mineral number it is on the Highland brand minerals that you will need to get. And it'll also tell you when this natural mineral comes in from the sun. And this also would be a time that you would be out there in the mornings and the evenings, or out there in as much sun as possible during your deficiency dates or deficiency months. You want to be out in the sun as much as possible to get that natural energy also. So I'm going to ask Tracker E to read the next part because it talks about each body part, what mineral, and I believe what it does or what it takes care of.
The mind's mineral, potassium phosphate, cell salt number 6, used for cerebrum, mind, eyes, ears, nose, nervous system, teeth, spinal cord, lower jaw, spring March 20th to April 19th. The next mineral, sodium sulfate, cell salt number 11, is used for cerebellum, neck, throat, voice, speech, liver, and gallbladder. It's released from the sun from April 19th to May 19th. right?
As a zodiac sign.
Yeah, so don't freak out when he says zodiac. It's not, we're not doing horoscopes. This is, there's certain minerals released from the sun every month, and that's what these minerals are.
And also the first one, the mines mineral, which is the potassium sulfate, cell salt number 6. So when you're in the Highland or you're in the health food store, you will be looking for it. The mine mineral for the cerebrum is cell salt number 6, which is potassium sulfate. But the next one that she was talking about is for the cerebellum and also the neck. So the first mineral is for this side of the mind and the face, the ears, the teeth, the jaw. The next mineral is for the cerebellum, which is the other side, well, this side right here works with the nervous system also. So the cerebellum and the neck area, it is sodium sulfate, cell salt number 11. But also the cerebellum, the neck, throat, voice, speech, but also this mineral also helps the liver and the gallbladder. So if you're deficient in this mineral, whenever we show you how to use a chart, you're going to find out that you have gallbladder or liver problems also, I guarantee you.
The shoulders mineral is potassium chloride, cell salt number 5, used for pleura glands, shoulders, hands, lungs, muscle fibers for lifting, bronchial, and air. And it's received from the sun from late spring, May 20th through June 21st. The chest or breast mineral, calcium fluoride, is cell salt number 1. It is used for elastic tissue, chest or breast, spleen, milk, and stomach, and it is released from summer June 21 to July 21. The heart mineral, magnesium phosphate, is cell salt number 8, used for heart transmission system and protective fibers around the heart, motor nerves, and clears blockage of the heart. It's released from midsummer, July 21st through August 22nd. The stomach mineral, potassium sulfate, is cell salt number 7. It is used for stomach, digestion, oils of the stomach to move food, intestines, bowels, and solar plexus. It is released from late summer, August 22nd to September 22nd. The back mineral, sodium phosphate, cell salt number 10, used for bladder, kidneys, acid neutralizer, pH balance restore, distribution of acid alkaline, and water. And it is released from fall, September 22nd to October 23rd. The gender mineral, calcium sulfate, cell salt number 3. It is used for procreative organs, clear skin, and healthy children. Mid-fall, October 23rd through November 21st is when that is released. The thigh and hip mineral, silica, is cell salt number 12, used for hips, thighs, water regulation, buttocks, surgeon spade insulator, and it is released from late fall, November 21st to December 21st. The knee mineral, calcium phosphate, cell salt number 2, is used for bone strength, digestion, sacrum albumin, body will not be sick, repairs damaged bones and joints, and knees. Winter, December 21st to January 19th. The calves and ankles mineral is sodium chloride, cell salt number 9, used for ankles, calves, water filter, and distribution of saline solution of the blood white corpuscles. Midwinter, January 19th to February 18th, it is released. The feet mineral, ferrous or ferrum phosphate, cell salt number 4, used for feet, breath, air, arterial blood red corpuscles. It is released from late winter, February 18th to March 20th.
All right. So I also want to show you that this last chart that I had up for just a second. But I want you to also pay attention to the darkened area. Now that one is a 3-month deficiency. But if you look, that's at, well, hold on. Let me do a little chart for you real fast. And I want everybody to also do your own chart. I'm going to show you how to use this. So all you need to do right now is get you a blank sheet of paper and a marker. Now, this is part of astrology, but I'm going to give you like the short version. We can do shows on astrology and cosmology and things like that. The Fibonacci sequence, we used to do those. But right now I want to show you a little bit of the astrology part of how to use this chart, and anybody can use it. So first I want you to make sure you draw a big circle. Just a big circle. That's all you need. Now we're going to put a plus sign down the middle of it. Let me show you how to do it. This is all you're going to do right here. You're going to make a plus sign up there. Now to your left side, you're going to write the word March 21st. Now at the very top, you're going to put June 21st. And then on the far side, you're going to put September. You can put 21st there if you want, but I put 21 to the 23rd. And at the very bottom, you're going to put December the 21st. Now, the line that's going across is called the line of truth in astrology. That's also the heart line or the center line of Earth. And that circle with the plus inside of it, that is also the symbol for Earth. Now, in astrology, you're going to have, let me put this up for you for a second so you can see what I'm talking about. This is what we're making, actually. So, okay, I'm going to put this up, and I want to try to hopefully not make it too complicated. But where March 21st is, there is right above March 21st. This is where April begins. And you'll see it on this chart right here. where the arrow is pointing at the red section at the very left, where the March 21 sign is, which is your far left, which is this left over here. On this chart, so this is the chart that's in your booklet that we'll be writing on to show you exactly what we're talking about. So everybody's going to make their own chart for right now. Now you can use this chart the way we started. And on this side, it shows where the dates, the months start. March is right underneath. Wrong side. Like March begins right under March 21st, then April, then May, then June. And then at the very top, the solstice, that's June 21. And then July starts right here. And then August, then September, then October, November, December, January, February, and then March starts again. So we can go back to this one right here. Let's go back to this one. Now we're going to find our birth date. And in astrology, on the map of the universe, if you ever look at it, I'm going to make this big. On the map of the universe, it's going to have dots like this. And all you do is start here for March 21st. There's June 21st, September 21st, and December 21st. So wherever your birthday is, you would be up here at March 21st. Then April's about right here. If you used it like this. April's right here, so you would use a dot. If your birthday was March 28th, you would go up 1, 2, 3 instead of March 21st. Can you see? March 21st, you would go up 6 more or 7 more dots to the 28th. You show your fast. So on this chart that's in your chart, today we're doing August the 24th. So on this chart also, and when you get your chart like this, you can also mark it up. And we're going to do it exactly the way we did it a while ago. Put those dates right there in the same spot. And this is the chart that you're going to use, and you can find this chart online. Or you can just send us an email and get all 3 charts. We got all 3 charts on this booklet. So right now, since we have our dates written down, we're going to start right here, March 21st. There's June. There's September, but I need August 24th. So right there is August 21. Every one of these are 30 degrees. Every section is 30 degrees. Remember that every section is 30 degrees. Every one of them is a 21st. Like this would be just like that. And every one of them has 10 degrees in each section. And those are called deacons also. So this is the chart that we're doing in your booklet. And I'm looking for August the 24th. So here's the March. Here's the March one. There's June, July, August 21, September 21. So I'm going back up to August 21, and I'm going to do 3 dots down right there. Just like we were talking about right there with the 3 dots. If you can go, follow it. Okay, there's August 21. There's September 21, August 21. And I'm going to go down just 3 days because every dot is a day. So that's where I'm starting. I'm going to do August 21 because this person did do 9 months with the mother. So they're 3 months deficient. So we're going to go August 21, September 21, October 21, November 21. 1, 2, 3. Now, all you're going to do is get those 3 months from that August 21st and those 3 down. And since the 3 dots, her birthday is on the 24th, and since it's so close to the 21st, we're not going to worry about that. But we're going to use that whole mineral to heal that whole mineral. And also, we got another example also if you're, let's see, this one is if your birthday is in the middle. Instead of like this one where it's perfectly at the angle of at March 21st to December 21st. But if you're in between, it's the same thing. All you do is find out where your birthday is and then go 3 months past that. Unless you're premature. If you're premature, you're going to go back all those months and add them whenever you were supposed to be born, we're going to add those minerals back to where you arrived at. You're deficient more than the 3 months, but you can also repair, replicate, and heal the same way. So right now, we started off with this one. Okay, we're going to start back again like this. September is March 21, June 21, December 21. We're starting back over there. Now, as you remember with this chart, the 30 degrees from June 21, July 21, August 21, September 21. So that's also what we're doing right here. August, that's your first month, one full month. September to October, that's the second month you're deficient. And from October to November, you're deficient. That's your third deficiency. So we're going to mark that down. So now we're just going to work with this side. With the August 21 side, September 21, that's 1 month deficiency. September to October, that's a second month deficiency. And from October to November, that's the third month of deficiency. Now, we got our birth date now. If you haven't got your birth date, actually, we better do a Uh-oh. We're going to ask Tracker E to catch us up on the comments real fast before we go to this next little bit.
Charles says the DVD is great so far. Thank you, Charles. Glad to hear that.
Hey, Charles has got the DVD. So everybody, Charles is one up on y'all already. So y'all.
He's in a hot spot too.
And he is in a hot spot. We are glad that you have that because we do know that spot.
Very glad. He says, Jerry, we can hear y'all, but the sound is scratchy. It's been that way every single time. Pray against it, y'all. Y'all pray against that.
Can y'all still kind of hear us though? I mean, a little bit, but we're the only channel that you're going to get.
We get some kind of interference almost every night. Sorry about that, guys. Well, we're not sorry about that, but we rebuke that.
Yes.
Charles says, amen. Carla, hey, Carla says, I'm here. Finally got it to load with the chat. Good.
All right, Carla. And Carla, I can't wait to get your reports on your area after you watch the DVD.
Right. Charles says, that's my birthday. Oh, wow. Cool, Charles. So then that's perfect. Then pay attention. You don't even have to think on this one. He's fixing to do it for you.
You're so lucky, Charles. You're a lucky man, Charles. Okay, let's see. Okay.
Yes. And, okay, we're caught up.
Okay. So everybody has made your circle, has made the symbol for Earth, which that is the equinox line, June 21st, December 21st, that's your solstice line. Equal day, equal night, soul, the gate of souls, the spiritual or the ST, and the bottom, December 21 is ice or the cold time, the moon time. So solstice, ice, equal day, equal night, equinox, solstice. So we're caught up. Everyone has made their circle. Everyone, Linda Garcia.
Oh, yay. Linda got her DVD too. Very
Lisa
good.
Garcia got her DVD too. Oh, I'm so happy for both of y'all, all three of y'all, actually.
Yeah, can't wait to hear what y'all think.
And what y'all do with it and what y'all see.
Exactly.
So we're right back here. August 21st, September 21st, October 21st, and November 21st. So actually, Charles, you're lucky because we're doing your chart. but this is also the chart for our sick friend who was attacked by demons that we know, and the way this thing happened. So we went and did the spiritual battle, and now we're going to do the healing part for this person. But Charles, you're lucky we're doing your chart too. Linda Garcia says,
my birthday is on 12/13, so I went back to the 13th.
okay, is that August, Linda?
12,
Oh, 12/13.
December 13th. Right, instead of the 21st. So she's saying she went back to December 13th.
Okay.
Right.
But we'll figure it out. So, and here it is also. Let me get that one back for you. Now, this chart right here is an in-between birth date. So if your birth date is in between, like we were talking about, 12/13, this is actually right on, should be right around your birth date, Linda, 12/13. So this chart right here is pretty much your chart too. Well, everybody's lucky tonight. Your charts, everybody's charts are being done. So okay, so this is where we're starting. We know our birth date now. Now we know to go 3 months past to find those 3 missing minerals, those 3 deficiencies. In your booklet, you're going to go to where it says what she had read, TrackerElla had read off. And this is the part she just read off. The time the energy arrives. And this is in the booklet. So, and Linda, we were going to send you one, but I don't know, we got sidetracked. And so we will send you that out, Linda, right after this booklet so that you can use your own booklet. It's got other charts in it. And also, do not use salt, table salt, or iodized salt. They heat the iodized salt, the table salt, and so that makes little shards of glass. So when you eat it and you ingest it, it is small enough to get into your veins and arteries. It will cut that vein and that artery, and that scarring tissue will build up. And then the cholesterol and the platelets are hard to get through. They'll use that balloon, try to pop it back open, make a big open wider for blood, or give you blood thinners. But then you're going to still be using that table salt. It's going to come in, it's going to cut some more. That's going to scar up, and it's going to close and close and close and close until you have a heart attack. Do not eat table or iodized salt. Use Himalayan or a pink Himalayan salt. The iodized table salt, they heat. Remember that. Stay away from as much as you as possibly can, because when they get in your arteries, they can cause havoc. Not just your heart, but the brain, the nervous system, everything really, whenever that glass gets in there. So we're going to go back to where it says the time the energy arrives. Now remember, this is in the booklet. So now we're going to go find those birth dates. Remember, we just went over them. We talked about what part of the body, what mineral, what number of mineral, what it affects, what it cures, and what time it comes in. And it's all in this book. It's very easy to use. So now we're going to go find August 24th. Okay, like we said with this one, once you go into your booklet, you're going to find that first underlined sign or underlined written is August 21st or August 22nd to September the 23rd. And this is in your booklet. That since they're just past, see the birthday, just like Charles, your birthday is just past that last mineral. So you will have to go three dots down, three dots to get to August the 24th, till you get to your birthday. So your full deficiency months start after the August 21st. So you got, I'm going to ask TrackerElla if she'll read off these three deficient areas and what part they are and what is affected, if we could.
So for this birthday, you would need cell salts number 7, 10, and 3.
No. We're not going to use this one. Just these right here. Only because.
Gotcha. So 10, 3, and 12.
Yes.
10, 3, and 12. The back mineral, sodium phosphate, cell salt number 10. Used for bladder, kidneys, acid neutralizer, pH balance restoration, distribution of acid and alkaline, and water. Number 3, the gender mineral, calcium phosphate, used for procreative organs, clear skin, healthy children. And number 12, the thigh and hip mineral, silica, used for hips, thighs, water regulation, buttocks, surgeon spade insulator, and that's it.
Okay. So now, remember, we know how to find our date using that chart. And it's in these charts. Whenever you get your booklet, you're going to find 2 or 3 charts like this. You're also going to find a blank chart in there like this, so that you can do your own chart on this by using the other ones. So now we know our date. We know what months we're deficient. We use this chart to find our birth date. Now we found out what minerals that we needed and what it affects. So now our natural deficiencies have to do with the back, the procreation organs or the gender, and the thigh and the hips. Now for your back mineral, that's number 10. For your gender mineral or procreation or skin, that's number 3. And your thigh and your hips is number 12, silica for water. So the way we use this also, we look at what was written down as far as the body that is being used or the body that's deficient for that body part. We have to know not just the back, but what accompanies that. So the back mineral is called sodium sulfate or phosphate. And at a Highlands brand, that's cell salt number 10, bioplasma, cell salt number 10, Charles. And for our friend who hopefully you get to watch this because this is for you and for your birthday. But with the back mineral, this also includes bladder, kidneys, acid neutralizer, which is your pH balance restore, the distribution of alkaline and acidic water. So if you are deficiency, you are deficient in this mineral. So you would have bladder problems, kidney problems, your pH balance is off, which means you can get sick, and the distribution of your alkaline and acid water. So you are hot and cold, you're fluctuating, bladder problems, depending on your age, because this does affect it more in the older ages. You can have kidney stones, and kidney problems for sure. Now, your next mineral that your deficiency has to do with your gender or procreation organs or your skin. This has to do with even being born with one kidney. It also has to do with like skin problems, like facial skin problems or birthmarks and things like that, if you have those. Pimples, things like that that has to do with the skin. Also, the procreation organs, which we did talk about, maybe a one kidney or damaged kidneys. The next one is your thigh and your hip mineral, the silica and cell salt number 12. And that's used for your hips, thighs, water regulation, buttocks, your surgeon spade insulator. And that, like your surgeon spade insulator, that's what fluctuates your hot and cold temperature. That's what means that you can be in a desert and you'll still be 98.7. You can be in a freezing cold temperature and be 97.8. It will keep that body temperature regular. It does affect your hips and thighs. For women, you will have bigger thighs because the water is not being moved like it should be, so it will build up in your legs and hips and thighs. Also the buttocks region. Now, we have to listen to everything that we just talked about so that we know what our problems are going to be. Now, we have water problems for sure, because every one of them has to do with procreating organs, hips and thighs, water regulation, kidneys, bladder, and the pH balance. So that means that our water is not moving like it's supposed to be. Our pH balance is not 7.5 or above. That means we're sick. That means we can get stopped up, clogging, high blood pressure. Your water is not moving like it's supposed to be moving. Your temperatures are going to be off. Your pH balance is going to be off. Clogging, that has to do with strokes, aneurysms, hard to breathe, restriction, dehydration, also affecting those kidneys. The bladder with the dehydration because you're straining those kidneys, kidney stones. But all this is that your water is not moving the way it's supposed to be moving. So you will have some clogging, swollen tissues. You could even have swollen necks, swollen faces, even like your legs could swell because the water's not moving in the hips and thighs. So that's what we do. We go to the next thing. Now we know our birthday, where it's at, where to find it. We know to go down 3 months. We know to go down to 3 months to find those 3 months of deficiencies. So now that we went and found where they're at in the chart, we went back to the booklet, found our birth date, and then we looked at all the things that has to do with that deficiency. These things are affected in that deficiency area. We have a lot of water problems, a lot of swelling, a lot of clogging up. So be very careful. We need to loosen. We need to get those minerals in you so that your water flows great again. You'll get off of those high blood pressure pills and things like that. If you're taking water pills and things like that, we'll get you off that. Your potassium can build up because of this.
Would that be circulation too?
Yeah. Yeah, your circulation is going to improve. Even you could have spider veins for females and things like that. Parts of your body doesn't get the water that it needs, so that's aching, joint pains. That also helps out with arthritis and things like that. I mean, not helps out, but it is a factor into your joints and your bones not getting the water they need to be flexible. So it can build a calcium buildup also. So be wary of the brittle bones also. So now that we've found our month, we went down and followed the next 3 deficiencies, the next 3 months. We found out what mineral is for that month, and we found out what it affects. Now we're putting together our problem. Now, whatever problem you have, whether it's cancer, strokes, Bell palsy, brittle bones, whatever the problem is, that's not your problem. That's a problem that's a result of your deficiency. That's all it is. Let's just fix your deficiency. It's all we have to do. It's very simple to do. Now, since we now know from the booklet what is affected, what's going to be affected more in our life and in our later days. So now that we know this, now that we know our deficiencies, we know what mineral to get, we know what it's called, and we would know what number. Now we need to go to the very bottom of this same page, very bottom of the same page, to this part right here that says plant foods for specific deficient areas. And that's just right under telling you what you have wrong with you, what's going to be wrong, what is going to happen. These things will happen because you're deficient. And it you're more water, but other people may have heart problems, which affect their stomach and kidney. Other person may have brain problems, nervous central problems, and things like that. Just put your date in there. Follow this chart the same way. Find your birth date. Find out what's wrong, what it affects, what mineral to get. And then we're going to move on to the next part because we're going to add plants, edible flowers, and herbs so that you know what plants are specifically designed for your deficiency. Now, we also tell people that eating together, it's great, and that's how families should eat together and share that love at your table. But unless you have the same exact birth date, everyone at that table should have different plant foods on their plate. If you eat together with just one meal, only one person may be beneficial or benefiting from that meal. This person may need broccoli. This person may need watermelon. This person may need strawberries. That person may need cauliflower. Be specific with your children and your family too. Grow your gardens the same exact way. Teach your child these plants, these herbs, these flowers are your medicines from earth. Eat these plants and you will always be healthy. Do it to your father, your grandfather, husband, child, brother, sister. Every one of y'all will have a different garden. This will be the garden for the grandfather. This will be the garden for the father. This will be the garden for the mother, for the sister, for the aunt, the uncle. Every one of you will have a different garden growing different plants. Now, for the person with the August 24th birthday, we're going to go down to the very next section that says plant foods for specific deficient areas. And I'm going to ask Tracker E also to read off the specific plant foods. And Charles, if I was you, I would play this over later to make sure that you get done. But I'd also this is free, that send me an email whenever we put it up here at the very end. I will send you a booklet. This is your birthday that we're doing. You're very lucky because it's with the same one that we're doing for another friend. And so I'm going to ask Tracker E to go down to the next section of the specific plant foods and tell you, like, this one is for the back. These are the plant foods for that. This next one is for the, what was it?
Heart, stomach, back, and kidneys.
So we'll start right here. Yeah. And then go down to the hips and thighs. Right.
Okay, Charles, and also our our other friend with the same birth date, the foods that you particularly need.
And did I miss one?
August, September, October.
This is the stomach. The fall. We're gonna have to go up.
We're getting it.
Yeah. Let's go up.
Go up on
Go to there.
it. Okay.
Okay.
The foods that you specifically need.
I actually, Charles, and the viewer that we're doing this for, we were one up. So actually, your stomach also. So it's your stomach, your back, and your gender area. So your stomach. Let me go back. So your stomach mineral is potassium sulfate number 7. So you're going to need number 7, number 10, and number 3. And that is your stomach mineral because that started on the 22nd. I don't know why I went one under. But that is also used, this potassium sulfate, cell salt number 7, is used for digestion oils of the stomach to move food in intestines, the bowels, and solar plexus. So the person we're doing this for, and for Charles, that you would have stomach problems. You could even have stomach ulcers. Your body keeps that meat in your belly for a while, so you may have a little poochy belly. It also affects your intestines, your bowels, and your solar plexus. But this also means that you're not having a bowel movement daily. And when you have this mineral in there, you will have a daily bowel movement. And it won't be congested or anything. It'll flow the way it's supposed to flow. But without it, you're not going to have a daily bowel movement. That meat is going to stay in your body. It's going to fester. You can't get tumors. You can't get cancer. Which, since that's not digesting good, your stomach's not digesting good, it's not passing things out good, this is also going to cause your back problems, your pH levels go crazy, your kidney problems, bladder problems, skin problems. But your stomach muscles, your stomach mineral, we got to get that fixed because you're going to have a lot more problems, especially with cancers and tumors around the kidneys and stomach area, digestive problems, and you may even have a certain diet. You probably can't eat certain kind of foods also. But we're going to go ahead and read off your plant foods. Now, these first, however many plant foods are in this list, this part is just for your stomach. Next part is for your back, and the next part is for your gender area. But for your meal, you would have one plant from the stomach section of those foods, and the next one you'll have for your back, you'll have another plant or fruit, and then the next one you'll have another one. So your plate will have 2 or 3 different foods, or you can take your minerals, or also you can put your herbs and flowers in. So I'm going to ask Tracker E to read off the stomach plants that you need to repair your stomach and get it back on track.
And just so you know, Charles, when I had my chart done and I was born 3 months early, so I had 6 months worth of issues to work on. And I felt so violated having all my ailments read out over the line, but just know you're not the only one.
Yeah, we did Tracker E's, and she was premature born, but we did fix all that. But we listed off everything that she'd be having.
I was like,
and there was a lot, but we got it taken care of with the minerals and everything.
Oh, definitely. Okay, so foods you need to pay attention to or choose from. For your stomach: cauliflower, lettuce, cabbage, onion, celery, Brussels sprouts, tomatoes, cucumbers, endive, carrots, parsnips, barley, oats, rye, wheat, or millet. For the back and kidneys, your choices are broccoli, eggplant, spinach, peas, sweet potato, artichoke, watercress, pomegranate, apricot, apple, fig, plum, grape, strawberry, or olive. For the gender area: mushroom, peppers, rhubarb, leek, onions, chives, pepper, garlic, horseradish, radish, and mustard.
So remember, when you're going to the grocery store, take this list with you or write it down from your booklet. Remember, it's free. I'll just leave the email address on here at the very end. Just send the email to that address. We will send you a booklet, and you can take this to the grocery store with you or write it down whenever we have our tracker school camps. Everyone gets this. We teach this. Everyone goes to the store and gets exactly this, and they eat exactly this for 1 month. And you'll see how powerful they come out of that tracker course whenever they have the right minerals and plants to eat. So now we're going to do the same next thing in this booklet right under your plants. Now we're going to go down to the next part, which says herb foods for specific deficient areas. Now, these are the herbs that you will go to the store. I mean, you will find these herbs. Put them on your salads. Put them in your soups. Put them on anything and everything. Just dash it up. But use this herb for that. This herb, 1 herb for your stomach, 1 herb for your back, 1 herb for your gender areas. Use as many herbs as you want, but make sure you have at least 1 per body part, so that body part gets that mineral and that part gets that mineral. So I'm going to ask Tracker E to read off the herb foods that you need, Charles, and for our listener who we're doing this chart for, the birth date of 8/24, August the 24th. This is your birth date chart, and now we're going to do the herb section. So when you go to the store, or if you want to grow these herbs outside, You can always just go out and eat the flowers and the herbs, and you're still getting everything that you need.
And I would also say a lot of people use the essential oils, but they have to be food grade, and or if you're going to take them internally. But that's another way to get a lot of these. Dill for the stomach. Dill, fennel, blackberry leaves and root, plantain, St. John's wort, skullcap, woodbine, valerian, lavender, marjoram, licorice, parsley, fenugreek, and slippery elm. For the back and kidneys, parsley, cleavers, juniper, corn silk, uva ursi, mint, thyme, yarrow, angelica, and vervain. For the gender area, aloe vera, ginseng, pennyroyal, raspberry leaf, saw palmetto, cramp bark, basil, gentian wormwood, ginger, and coriander. And these can also come in teas. A lot of these.
Oh, good. So they're in teas, herbs. Get them any way that you can. Drink them, eat them, put them on your salads, soups, everything, mixtures of foods, just anything that you want to eat. So we did the same thing with the herbs. So now we're going to do the same thing with the flower foods for specific areas, which is the very next section. So we're going to go down, we're going to find our birth date, and we're going to do the same exact thing for our flowers.
And so the flowers can be edible, or you can put oils on the bottom of your feet too. Stomach, narcissus, chrysanthemum, aster, violet, all brightly colored small flowers, particularly blue and yellow. For the back and kidneys, orchid, gardenia, tea roses, tuberose, freesia, gladiolus, aster, hydrangea, daisy, nasturtium, rose, violet, primrose, pansy, and columbine. For the gender area, calendula, rhododendron, geranium, holly, black-eyed Susan, scarlet monkey flower, anemone, heather, gardenia, honeysuckle, peony, and hibiscus.
Okay, so that was a list of the plant foods that you need to eat, the herbs and the flowers. Also, you can get those essential oils also with those, and you can even put essential oils on popcorn. Just get your popcorn. If you've ever done that, or if you've never done that before, you should try it. Get you some essential oils that they come in different flavors, cinnamon, even that, but sprinkle some of those essential oils on your popcorn. Try that. It's very good. I like that. So now we know how to find our birthday. Here's the chart. So now we know how to find our birthday. We know where it's at. We know where to look in the booklet to find what body part, what mineral, and what it affects in this booklet, this healing booklet. So after that, now we know where to go and find our plants. It's on the very next page or the very bottom of that page. Now you know what plants to specifically eat to heal your body. Of course, the other plants and everything are in there for other people. And like we said, that if you're, unless your families all have the same birthday, you all have different deficiencies, but you can correct them with this booklet. It's very easy to do. It's very easy to do. So now we also know where to the next page to get our herbs, and with the next page to get edible flowers. We know to drink spring water, tap water, or alkaline water. And here is a picture of the Highland brand minerals that we use and recommend before they go out of before they go out of commission.
Yours would have your number that's according to you, and they're tiny little things, very, very tiny. They
And then
dissolve under your tongue. They just taste a little bit sweet. Even any kid wouldn't have a problem taking them, and they
this little
side effects.
They're like powder.
They just dissolve under your tongue, and if they don't dissolve quickly, you need more water.
Then you know you're dehydrated.
Mm-hmm.
So you just put them in your tongue, they're gone. That fast, gets into your blood system, starts healing. That easy, that simple.
The pH strips that we were talking about look like this. Basically, you urinate on them, and then you match it to this chart. And you should be 7.5 to...
Anything that's up higher than 7.5, we're happy with. Let me see if I can.
While he's looking that up, one other thing. To remember to pray over your food, pray over your drink, pray over the things that go into your body. For one, it shows gratitude, and for another, it's a way of protection over what is entering you.
I was going to show you a picture of one of our pH strips. It was 7.5, it was green. But I didn't want to knock the phone down again, like our usual nightly thing. So I'm going to read this last part. It's the last bit of the booklet, or actually, yeah. It says, "We are the ancients of wisdom, as the bird is the air, breath, flight, or spiritual. Another part of us in a different area, as the body. When our bodies are deficient, we can be attacked and even have that disease begin to grow and bond as a foreign genetic invader to consume the body. The blood or plasma must be cleansed with minerals and plants, as it is also being fed upon by the disease. Minerals for cleansing the blood is written above and has to be done for the body. The body has to be energized and connected to spirituality energy. This is done by becoming a vegetarian again. Water, teas, juices, all of the earth medicines. The body reacts and thinks differently when it is spiritual and a vegetarian with the right minerals and balance. The sun energy inside the earth's DNA and enzymes now flow freely and unrestricted. The body repairs and regenerates the growing stage, and not a shrinking or wilting stage of a plant. So whenever you put the right minerals, the right plants, water, and air, your body heals, regenerates, grows stronger, becomes electrified, raises its body above 7.5 on the pH balance. It attacks now. Now it has what it needs. Now it can attack. I'm thinking that this is going to fall off. So I'm trying to.
It's sinking.
It's sinking. Okay, so we're sinking just a little bit, but
we're not crooked. You're crooked.
You're crooked. So now you know how to use this chart. It's healed every disease that it's ever came across. Your body will electrify and energize, and it will fight for you. Now it can go to war. Before, it was taking shots, it was getting hit, it was doing its best it can to keep you going. And you may have been trying your best to keep it going. You just didn't put the right fuel in there. And people just tell us to eat better and that we'll be okay, but that's not exactly the right truth to share. We have to be very specific with what we choose to eat, because when we do that, we become healthy and strong. And that's what we want for everybody. A part of this spiritual battle that we're in is that we have to be the healthiest, strongest warriors we can be. To be in that battle, we have to have our spirituality intact, our armor shined. And,
A couple of things I want to say. I don't know if y'all have ever seen the experiment where they prayed over water and then looked at it under a super high power microscope. Two different experiments done. One was the prayers, and you could see it looked like beautiful snowflakes, the crystallization of the cells. But that was over what had been prayed for, and the water that had been cursed looked funky and disgusting and unhealthy. That's the power of the energy of prayer. So we do that with our bodies also. And then to bless our food, I mentioned that earlier. And then examples of how just intention and our energies, when you kiss your child's where they get hurt and they bring it to you and they want you to kiss it and then it feels better. Or when you cook the food for others, cook it with love for yourself, to nourish your body, and love for other people. And those make a difference in the food too. You can tell. By the same token, if you're resenting that you're cooking and you're putting that energy into that food that you're feeding to the people that you love, and that's not good either. Another thing important for health, I would say, is remove stress and negativity from your life. Avoid those people. That will make a big difference. Some health problems are situational, and all health problems begin in the spirit first. I would just say I'm 56, and I would say I feel better than in my 30s because I'm not struggling to breathe like I was in my 30s, and I'm not anxious anymore. And I'm just really grateful for this information here because it has helped me personally. So I have no problem saying this works.
and everyone who's used this will tell you that this works and has healed them, has fixed their deficiencies, even joint pains and things like that. I've had people tell me they're going to start playing basketball again because their joints don't hurt anymore, and things like that. So we wanted to bring this to you to help you, but also to help our friend who is going through a demon attack, a spiritual attack that we went to help with. But we do know that they need also the correct minerals, water, plants, herbs, and flowers to get back to healthy. They may have a little road to go on, but the healing that we did and the battle that we went to got them over that hill, got them out of that storm, got them out of that weather. So now they're on the recuperation side. They're getting stronger daily. They said that they would see us when they get out of their physical. But this right here is to let you know that this is your healing. This is your plants, your minerals that you need. We did this chart especially for you to help you get stronger and to get back to where you were and to be stronger than you were. We really hope that you use this. We took the time to do this for you. And we really hope that you use it because we know it works. We know it'll get you stronger. We know it's what you need right now. And this is something that we can do for you, and it's more than a pleasure to do this for you. We want you stronger. We want you laughing. We want you back to the way you were. A lot of people are counting on you to pull through, and we went to battle for you too. You got a lot of people praying for you, and you will get through this. We already talked about that.
And the powers from the creator straight to you.
Straight to you.
And all these herbs and things are from him as well.
And people die from lack of knowledge. So we're sharing this information with you to get you stronger also. We're going to also do the last of the comments like we do every night before we go for the night. And we're going to have or ask Tracker E to do the comments again like she does nightly. We'll answer the questions, and then we'll get ready for the next show, which will be 2 days from now, which will be 7 p.m. Central Time Zone. And we'll discuss that in just a moment.
Mr. UICU B or 812, B12. I listened to 2 other channels from Southeast Oklahoma, and they are scratchy crackles on the volume also. Well, Oklahoma better get it together. Thank you.
Thank you.
Linda Garcia, I was just about to ask about the book. Table sugar does the same. It forms spears also. I use Himalayan salt and honey.
Good.
Linda says, wow, I tried them way back, but not specific. I love your teachings.
Oh,
and there's also this, it does come in a combo 12, like if you can't get all of them all at once.
We do recommend that you get that with your minerals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they have one that's a combination of all 12, and so take that extra 2.
Yeah, it'll be a bioplasma cell salt, a combination of all 12. We recommend that you get that with your 3 deficiencies because you have been stripping your other ones, and we need to also get those built back up.
Right. Charles says, so far, y'all are right on the money. Mm-hmm. That's the way it was, too, when he read mine. I'll be 69 on the 24th.
All right. Happy birthday.
You still got a lot to do.
A lot to do.
Leo here from Indiana. Sounds great. We thank you, Mr. L. Thank you,
L.
Mr. L. We appreciate that. Appreciate you being here.
Hey, there's SMA.
SMA Mommy. We sent you a message earlier, and your DVD's on its way. I need to do this 1,000,000%. Also for my children. You both are amazing.
Oh.
God's system is amazing. That's for sure. Linda Garcia, Charles sending you an early happy birthday and blessings.
There you go.
I love the friendships being made here.
Yes, it's a good group.
SMA says healing and blessings. You got this to all who this chart has been done for.
Oh, yes, that was the goal of the prayer.
Charles says some of those items I just can't stand. Others are okay. Yeah, just then eat the ones that you love.
Yeah, the ones that you love, eat those.
But the choices, there's just a ton of choices.
Yeah, and there are more choices. We just gave you an example of 15 or 20.
Mary Stoughton says, please go over those dots again. Those were, each of those dots was a day.
Yeah, from like
Do you want the big chart with the dots? The actual picture?
No, that's on the wall. We got it pinned up.
Is it the one
There's all it is are the dots are days. So like this is March 21st, then September 21st, June 21st. But those dots are just days. So from the 21st, it'd be 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th. Of course, I made these dots bigger, but on the chart, you just go up a little bit and you'll see. You'll see whenever you get the booklet, all you got to do is send an email, and I'll put that email up in just a minute. But you'll get a chart. There'll be 3 or 4 charts. They show different deficiencies, but this is a blank chart to where you can mark it up yourself. And just from those dates, because you'll be able to see those dates clearer than you would right here. But when you get your chart, you'll understand. Just go use those dots as days. So if it's on March 21st and your birthday's on the 25th, just go 3 dots up. And that's all they are. It's just days. It's just to get you more exact to where your birth date is.
And thank you for being here, Mary.
Yeah, Mary.
Charles says, where can I get the pills? Any health food store, or you can order them online?
Yes. Amazon has them.
Sprouts, some of the
Sprouts.
better grocery stores,
Yeah.
the ones that carry more health food.
Yes.
Things.
Yeah, more health food stores. They have them. Pretty much everywhere.
Carla says one was blessings and good words, the other cursed and negative words. I saw those photos. Yes, exactly. About the praying over the water.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, it even works with music too, depending on what music they would play. The plants were wilt, or there's.
And there's also a spiritual law, a spiritual rule for Bigfoots also, that if you have a screaming house, that they are allowed to take somebody. But if you have a house of love, just like talking over the water, talk to your children with that same love, they can't be touched. They're supposed to be able to grow up.
Those are frequencies. The way we talk to each other are frequencies, and that's what everything works on.
Yep.
Thank you for introducing us to these cell salts. I'm going to get these as soon as possible. Good, Carla. They really do make a difference.
And whatever, if you're don't feel like you've got problems, it's better you do it now so that you don't have any problems. But they're coming, and if you've already got them, we need to get rid of them. Let's skip to it.
Can the damage from the salt be undone? Oh, from regular salt, like, you know what he's.
When you use your minerals and your plants, water, and herbs and flowers, you will restore, regenerate. That's what your body is designed to do. It's designed to regenerate and restore and to replicate. So, yes, the damage can be reversed, and that's what we're talking about.
Is there any way to tell if the meat at the supermarket has been cloned?
No, they took all the regulations, all the labels and everything off of that.
If you have a way to do it, the ability to do it, I would go in with a local farmer, maybe with a couple other people, and y'all just go in on getting some beef butchered and splitting it up, or something like that. If you can find a local farmer, that's always the best.
Yeah, that's always the best. But they did take off all the labeling and everything that tells you it's a.
Could you show the name of those pills? It's Highlands, H-Y, yeah, there they are, HYLAND''S. A lot of people know them from the Highlands teething tablets that they give to babies. These are same company, but usually in a different section, different row of the store. SMA Mommy says, wait. Mary says, thank you very much. You're very welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Little Red Panda says, sorry if it is hard to understand me. English is my second language. I certainly couldn't tell.
Yeah.
You're very easy to understand.
Yeah.
And glad you're here. SMA Mommy says you're doing very well with English. We agree.
See, everybody says.
We wouldn't have known if you didn't say anything.
Yeah.
I'm from Texas, so English is my second language.
That's from Oklahoma, so we don't have, what's it called?
We don't have accents.
Accents. We don't have accents here.
And thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the questions.
Yes, use this. It does work. You can heal, regenerate, and replicate. That's what your body is designed to do. Now you can give it exactly what it needs to do, exactly what it's supposed to be doing. And that's to protect you and attack anything that is not supposed to be in there.
When your body's strong, your spirit is strong, and vice versa. They help each other, and you're not as prone to spiritual attack if your body is strong.
Warriors need to be strong. Spiritual warriors need to be strong in both your spirituality and your physicality.
Pam Sheffield says, I got to start from beginning. I'm late here. Just glad you're here, Pam. Take your time and catch up on it. You'll really like this information. It works. SMA Mommy says, thank you for everything. You are blessings in so many ways.
Let me
We feel the same about you. Doing something fancy here.
try not to knock down the phone.
Hey, we didn't knock down the phone tonight.
Yet. And if it happens, it's not because she jinxed us. It's because
The email
I'm
is
pushing this too hard.
Jerry Williams 1927 at outlook.com. So that's the email, and if y'all want the healing booklet, email us your address and your request, and we'll get that out to you.
Also, don't forget the Bigfoot documentary DVD. We will be back on that this next in 2 days. We'll be back with more Bigfoot things. This does this does relate to Bigfoot because we need you healthy. We need our trackers out there. We need people physical and ready to do whatever you need to do whenever it's time to do it. And you need to be preparing. These things are getting around everywhere. Carla, we're going to wait for your report after you watch the DVD because we do want to know what's around your area. And once you see that DVD, and everyone who does get the DVD, go do a scout. Look around your area, report back, send it back to us the next day. Safely, yeah. Just in your car, just do your scouting from your car. You're going to be able to know what these things look like, where they're at, just by watching the DVD, the Bigfoot documentary. It has all that information in it that you need to secure your area. And just like everyone else, once they've watched the DVD, then they go around, they know what's there. They've been talking to their neighbors, watching the swimming holes, warning other people. Although they can't get to everybody because there has been people who's been killed so far in these certain areas that we're trying to get warnings to. But we need more people out there. So order your Bigfoot documentary DVD. Get it as quickly as possible. Learn as much as you can to be safe out there. These things are real. They are out there.
That's it.
Okay, so I think that's it. So, yeah, we're gonna do a closing prayer, and then we're gonna finish up for the night.
Thank you, Lord, for this broadcast. Thank you for everyone that it reached, and for everyone that it will reach. Thank you for the knowledge of all the wonderful systems that you put here on earth to keep us healthy. And thank you for your healing. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. So, our friends who are, I don't know if that's
SMA Mommy says, I just shared your channel information with an officer who was attacked after hitting a man Bigfoot and it bit him.
Uh-oh. Bigfoots have venom. So
keep us up on that, please.
Yeah, if you can't keep us updated on that, because they do have venom that does deteriorate the inside of the body. People die from that bite. It also paralyzes. So just like a spider bite, it will deteriorate those internal organs. So keep up on that, because you're going to find out what we're talking about also.
And if he needs help to call us, hopefully he will.
Yeah, and we're here if they want to get a hold of us also to see if there's anything that needs to be done that they haven't thought of.
Linda Garcia says, amen. Thank you. SMA says, I gave him information to help him and told him to come to you here. Good.
Thank you, SMA. As soon as he can, we're here. He can use that email, or he can contact through you, SMA, and if you could forward that email to us, because we have communicated before.
He didn't know what it was that got him. He said it looked dead, had no pulse.
Yes, they play possum. They will lay there and let you walk right up to them before they bite you, before they can get a hold of you.
And there's so many mutations too.
Yeah. They'll lay there and look like a matted dog, a dog with a beak. It'll look like a brush. It'll look like a dark spot.
Shadow.
A shadow or a matted dark spot or a matted dog laying there in the brush.
Well, and if those that pray on this group would pray for that man, please do.
Yeah.
I guess that's it.
Okay, so tonight was about the spiritual war, about healing the body after the attack happened, how to regenerate, replicate, and to get back on your feet, and to stand up now.
SMA says, then got up and attacked him. Thank you. I hope he gets here. I knew what it was as soon as he said his story. Yeah, I hope we hear from him too.
Us too. We hope that we hear from him. If you can get him in contact, because a lot of people who go through this don't have anyone to talk to, and sometimes the people that they do talk to are the wrong people, who try to keep them quiet, tranquilize them, or put them on some kind of medication. So, but we know what he's going through. We know, and we have the answers to his questions.
And we will not mock him.
We will not mock a kid. We know it's real, and we know what to do. So if you can get a hold of him and have him contact us, and we will help him through this. So tomorrow, Tuesday night and tonight, Chuck says good night, friends. Everybody, to all his friends, everyone here, building a great community.
It's Tuesday night over the beans.
What is today? It is Tuesday.
In 2 days, in a couple of days, day after tomorrow.
Thursday night, if you'll tell.
We're going to do it. This is going to be an interesting one over different beings, different mutations of beings. We'll show y'all our photos and videos that we have. And they do not all look alike, and they definitely do not all look like Chewbacca.
Yep. So Thursday night, we're gonna have different photos and video of different Bigfoots, just to show you they don't all look alike. And these are some of the ones that we have captured on film ourselves or in video. It's not something you're going to find on the internet already, not unless we posted something about it. But these are our photos, our video. You're going to see different faces of Bigfoot and eyewitness drawings. So we do have another one that we have been working on. But that hasn't fully been finished yet. We're still in the works of that last hand or eyewitness drawing. Chuck, that will be Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central Time Zone. We'll meet back here at 7 p.m. Thursday night. Get your DVD, and you'll understand a lot of what we're talking about this next time. We're going to be showing you pictures of different Bigfoots and things to look for, the different DNAs and things like that, so that you understand. But also, most of this is in this DVD. It's just so compact of everything that you need that once you get this, you're going to understand that every show out there is the wrong information, and don't be doing anything like whooping or calling out there. And this is the only way to be safe out there. If you're listening to those other guys, like we would say, you wouldn't be going out there with us. It's a whole different ball game out there, and we plan on coming back every time. And we like, you'll see us. We'll divide up. We won't even go with the same group. If they're doing things that we don't do, we'll pull back or we'll go the other way. And that's our right to do that. We don't have to go if we know that someone else is dangerous to us. So, but Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central Time Zone.
It's going to be very interesting. Going to be a fun show.
This was the spiritual war. We're still in it. We're still fighting it. We still have friends. who need us fighting.
We got it. Y'all have a good evening.
Good night, everybody. Hey, we have a great night. For this healing is for a friend and for people with the same birthday. Teach you how to do this. Put your armor on. Get strong. You got battles to win. Demons to vacate. You got work to do. We're going to see you Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central Time Zone. Everyone have a great night.